Imagine waking up every day feeling like all the hard work, the endless meetings, the sleepless nights, the tough decisions, none of it really moves the needle for you. Like you're stuck in a loop, watching others climb higher while your goals seem just out of reach. You're surrounded by systems promising freedom, but delivering chains. Rules that claim to level the playing field, but leave you boxed in, playing a game that's rigged. The pressure is crushing. The stakes are terrifying. The fear of losing everything gnaws at you. But what if the real question isn't how to survive in this game, but how to change it? How to rewrite the rules so that you don't just play, but own the whole damn board? This isn't fantasy or empty hype. This is the raw truth behind the most seismic shift in wealth the world has ever seen. And it's out there, waiting for those who refuse to be spectators anymore. Look around. The traditional paths are crumbling. Markets that used to promise security now scream volatility. Public stocks rise and fall with headlines, not substance. Banks and governments scramble to patch broken systems while the privileged few squeeze tighter. It feels like the era of easy wins is over, and frankly, that's because it is. The time of passive investors padding their portfolios is fading fast. The new era demands something else. It demands boldness, vision, and a ruthless hunger to seize what others can't even see. Private equity isn't just another investment tool. It's the battlefield where fortunes are born, lost, and reborn. It's the force rewriting who holds the power, who writes history, and, most importantly, whose legacy lasts. Everybody talks about private equity like it's some secret club, inaccessible, elite. But here's the truth. Within that world lies the greatest opportunity for wealth transformation this planet has witnessed. For leaders, CEOs, investors, and visionaries, those who've gnashed their teeth pushing through glass ceilings, private equity offers not just profit, but control. Not just returns, but influence. Not just money, but meaning. It's the way to take your hard-earned capital and multiply it exponentially while actually shaping the future you want to see. Think about that. No longer waiting for the stock ticker to smile. No longer praying for the next quarterly report to save your day. Instead, cutting deep into companies, streamlining, innovating, flipping the script on value. This is how fortunes move from old hands to those sharp enough, hungry enough, smart enough to grab the baton and run. Yet the hurdles are real. The complexity is brutal. The fear of losing more than just money chills us to the bone. Not every deal is a win. Not every path is straight. And trust? It feels like a currency harder to get than gold. That's why it's essential to approach private equity not as gamblers or dreamers, but as warriors with a plan, armed with insight few possess. The old ways won't cut it. Steady growth isn't the prize anymore. You need to think in exponential terms, spotting hidden gems buried under layers of dysfunction, then unlocking their true potential with surgical precision. It's about understanding not just numbers, but people, markets, technology, psychology, seeing the unseen connections others dismiss. This is how the richest have been quietly expanding their empires while everyone else slept. One of the most powerful truths about private equity is that it's not just about buying companies, it's about rewriting their futures. Imagine holding the keys that can dismantle obsolete models and build something fierce, resilient, unstoppable. Imagine guiding a business through transformation so profound it creates value out of thin air. It's not magic, it's strategy. It's relentless execution. It's vision having a meeting with reality and demanding results. For leaders who have felt the sting of bureaucracy, frustration with short-term focus, or the helplessness of market chaos, this is the arena where you unleash your full edge. Where you don't just hope for change, you drive it. Where your choices ripple far beyond your balance sheet to shape industries, communities, and yes, legacies. But here's what most don't realize. Private equity's real power isn't in the deals alone. It's in the network, connecting with extraordinary individuals who share your fire, your refusal to settle, your hunger to redefine what's possible. Not the noisy masses chasing trends, but the rare few who burn brighter, think deeper, push harder. This is where exponential synergy lives, where overlaps become multipliers, where isolated brilliance becomes unstoppable momentum. Those who tap into this network don't just add value, they multiply impact. They turn solitary battles into forces of nature. In the world we live in, where systems are designed to divide and distract, building this tribe is your secret weapon. Together, misaligned talent becomes aligned power. Alone is survival. Together is transformation. If your gut is screaming that there's more life, more meaning, more control, then private equity isn't just a path, it's a call. It is the channel for your rebellion against complacency, the vehicle for breaking free from the lie of false freedom. To reject the mediocre and carve out your own existence on your terms. It demands courage, true courage, not just the courage to invest, but the courage to reject comfort, to question everything you thought you knew, and to patiently build the foundations for generational wealth. Because make no mistake, greatness takes time. It favors those who play the long game, the ones who keep faith when the market shakes, who see the unseen, who convert complexity into clarity. Now take a moment. Visualize the power of owning a stake, not in fleeting ideas, but in real businesses you can shape. Companies that matter, industries that evolve, and economies that shift because you dared to act. Imagine how your influence stretches beyond spreadsheets, how you shape culture, innovation, even society. This is the essence of what private equity offers. Not just wealth, but impact. Not just dividends, but respect. Not just a number, but a new reality. For leaders burned out by the old ways, trapped by outdated rules, this is freedom reborn. But remember, this revolution won't come to the passive or the faint-hearted. It's for those ready to be sovereign masters of their fate, who wield will as their weapon and patience as their ally. Those who won't settle for templates but create their own playbooks. Those who choose to align only with the few who burn as fiercely as they do, because true power blooms when radicals unite. This is your moment to unlearn the lies, shatter the comfort zones, and ignite unstoppable momentum. No more waiting for permission, no more borrowing someone else's dreams. It's time to take what's yours, and more. This is not a soft invitation. It is a bold challenge to the fire inside that's tired of being buried beneath noise and convention. If you feel that quiet tension pulling you to rise, to break beyond limits, to transform what's broken, then step forward. Private equity is not the future for everyone. It's the future for those who demand more. More control, more wealth, more legacy. It's the stage where your rebellion becomes reality. The arena where your hunger is rewarded, your vision unleashed, your power magnified. And once you commit, once you step into this world, you're no longer trapped by old illusions of freedom. You become a part of something rare and fierce. A network not built on sameness, but on strength through diversity. Not on hollow promises, but on raw, unfiltered potential. This network isn't a community to follow. It's a movement to lead. Here, your brilliance is no longer isolated. It's amplified. Your risks are shared, your insights multiplied, your victories legendary. But the clock is ticking. The greatest transfer of wealth ever is already underway, shifting mountains beneath the surface you thought was stable. The question is simple. Will you watch from the sidelines? Or will you step into the fire and claim your destiny? To those who choose the path of resistance to mediocrity, who burn with the refusal to be average, who see beyond illusions to the raw power waiting to be harnessed, welcome. This is your revolution. This is the wealth of the next era. This is private equity, redefined, unleashed, and unstoppable.